Yeah.
Tilt the pants.
No, you don't. I think Ethan's coming. He must just be running late. So, anyhow, being 6:02 p.m., I'll call to order the Board of Public Works meeting for Tuesday, August 27th, 2024. Roll call is taken. One member is absent at this point. Item number 2 on the agenda is approval of the minutes for the Board of Public Works meeting of July 30th, 2024.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of July 30th of 2024 for the Board of Public Works.
We have a motion by Matter, second by Engelhardt. Any questions, corrections needed on that? All in favor by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3 is pay request number 6 for the wastewater treatment plant tertiary filters and disinfection project for J.H. Hassinger in the amount of $437,380.
So just to give you an update with the project, so the roof is on the building, and you can see two items that the filter is going to be delivered October, this year in October, and then the UV will be, equipment will be delivered in January. So after October 1st, when we're done chlorinating, then they'll start ripping the channel apart and get that equipment, or get ready for UV equipment. So it's moving right along now.
All right, looking for a motion on that item.
I make a motion to authorize or recommend pay request number 6 for the tertiary filters and disinfection project payable to J.H. Hassinger in the amount of $437,380.
Second.
I have a motion by Matter, second by Engelhardt. Any further discussion on this item? All in favor by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4 on the agenda is 2024 wastewater treatment plant project Clean Water Fund loan request number 3 in the amount of $150,523.40.
So this one includes the engineering for $11,728.40, and then the other pay requests of number 5 from J.H. Hassinger. So that's how it gets to the 150.
Thank you. Looking for a motion on that item.
I'll move it.
We have a motion by Sandebeck, second by Hollenberger. Any further discussion on this item? All in favor by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 5, 2024 wastewater treatment plant project Clean Water Fund loan request number 4 in the amount of $437,380.
So this is the pay request number 6 that you just approved. So we're going to request both of them. The treasurer wants her money, so to pay the bills. So
Looking for a motion on that item.
I'll move it.
We have a motion by Sandebeck, second by Hollenberger. Any further discussion on this item? All in favor by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 6, pay request number 6, the final pay request. State Highway 60 street lighting project for Will Surge in the amount of $9,454.40.
So as it says, this is the final pay request, so we can close out the project. The lights are back on. They were off on south side, west of the tracks, due to the pole that was hit at the Hogan Gum Building, or by the beauty shop. So the pole is here. So I reached out to Will Surge this afternoon, so we're gonna look at if we got depending when we tip it and stuff, if to redirect traffic. So we'll get that pole up, but that doesn't. That's not part of the project. That'll be a $10,000 bill, or over $10,000 that will be invoiced to Vinton Construction for hitting it. So, but we can close out the project.
What is the warranty on the streetlights? Do you know?
On the pole itself?
Yeah. Well,
or
on the light.
The street lights?
Yeah.
Or, you know, that's a great question. I don't know if there is, if Sternberger gave us a warranty. I believe, there was, well, going that way, by the old village hall, I still got to send in the old ballast that they wanted, and then they're gonna tell us if it's bad or not, and then we get an extra one. So the pole that was hit, we took that ballast out, and now that light's working. So, yeah,
I
that's
think
a good
there's one
question.
out right across the street here too.
There is one here?
Yeah,
Oh,
on the
okay.
north side of the road, I think, yeah.
Okay, we'll take a look.
Okay.
Then I'll look at the warranty. It might be 5 years, but it's, like I said, it's a hassle that we always gotta ship it down to them.
Yeah.
So, just so you understand, we're not gonna, this pole that was hit is about $7,500, so we're
Yeah.
not gonna keep poles around.
Oh, right, right.
And I ordered it back in the end of May.
Okay.
It's here.
All right.
Is it are the poles something that they will continue to keep in stock at the manufacturer for the next 10 years, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that they have, it's in their inventory and that, but they'll manufacture any pole that you want. So we went through a different bunch of specs and stuff. So we have a certain spec that we send to them, and they send it to their foundry, actually, pour the pole and then go and machine it to how we want it, with the flag holder, and the post to weld, the banner post on it. And so, what else is, the outlet on top that we have. So that's all, extra details to the pole that it's unique for us, so.
All right. I will make a motion to recommend Budget and Finance and Village Board approve pay request number 6 for Will Surge in the amount of $9,454.40.
Second.
We have a motion by Heckendorf, second by Mitchell. Any further discussion on this item? All in favor by saying aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 7 is change order number 2, Oaks of Jackson for DF Tomasini, decrease to the amount of $106,418.57.
So sorry that when I did the agenda, we were negotiating out I like the 106 number, but the number should be corrected to $77,916.67. So we had to do the change order to close out the project. As you can see, if you go through the change order, the things that are in parentheses are the deduction, and then there was a few things that are not and were additions to it, but overall, and it was, you can see with the pay request on the next item, it was actually a great project, stayed under budget, and we actually added another, remember, 110,000 to, because the soil was bad for, after we got done with the proof rolling, so that was, we added that, so we have a great subdivision that you can be proud of.
Looking for a motion on that item.
I'll move it.
Which, can you be a
The,
little bit more specific on that?
sure.
Oh, here, that one.
7. Moving the, change order number 2, decrease the amount of $77,916.67.
And we have a second.
Second.
We have a motion by Sandebeck, second by Mitchell. Any further discussion on that item? All in favor by saying aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8, pay request number 7, Oaks of Jackson for DF Tomasini, an amount of $24,000.
So it's for 24, so and this adds the 77 that you just approved, the 77,916.67, subtraction. The item, or alternative three, sorry, was the purchase purchase of excess topsoil and hauling, which they guaranteed, at first 24,000, but they came short on that, and if you do the math, it was like 17 something, that we were credited, for the project, so. They sold it to Leesner, so, but, I don't know, we tried to measure the pile, but I mean, that was just like a rough number that, when we went through all the bids, if you remember. But at least we got some money back from it, for the topsoil. So this doesn't say final, but we should really put the final on the budget and finance, agenda, so this would close out the project then.
Thank you.
Make a motion, we approve pay request number 7 for Oaks of Jackson, DF Tomasini, in the amount of $24,000.
We have a motion by Engelhardt, second by Hollenberger. Any further discussion? All in favor by saying aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 9, reviewing connection of village sanitary sewer and water for Oaks of Jackson, edition number 1, Spruce Street.
Yes, the Oaks keeps expanding, so here's the next one for, Outlot 8, and then we just have 6 to do yet, but, you can see this is, that you would, recommend, that, the plant has capacity, to accept this, and there's utility, sewer and water available for, this next addition to the Village of Jackson. So I recommend that we would approve it. And you have the plan set if you have any questions.
I will make a motion to recommend Village Board approve the connection of the village sanitary sewer and water for the Oaks of Jackson, edition number 1.
Second.
We have a motion by Heckendorf, second by Mitchell. Any questions or comments on this item?
So just so you know, this is a private road. So we'll have a 30-foot easement with the 2 utilities in it. The shut-offs will be at the easement line as it is drawn here, so. Each one has a basement. So we'll have the meters in the lower level.
Any other questions? All in favor by saying aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 10, final review and approval of Cedar Creek Best Manager and Practice Report.
So this was in front of you back in January, and then the exhibits weren't done, and then this is the true story, and then I totally forgot to bring it back to you. Once the exhibits, they were done in February, we were finalizing, so we, in probably May, did one report saying for the reimbursement of the, whatever, the 35,000, I forget what, for the grant of doing this, and so we filled out that form, and then like 2 weeks ago, I got another email from the DNR and said, you never filled out this other form, and then looked back and said, when did you approve it? And we never approved it. So here it's in front of you, it's in its full, it has all the exhibits and everything else that's all intact now, so this is the formality since we put it on the report, and hopefully we'll get the reimbursement soon from the DNR for the grant. But then we said that this is the meeting that you have officially approved it and put it on file. So, what's that? Yeah, if you want, they didn't say that it had to go on, but if you wanted to put it to the village board, that way it's at the village board level too, if you wanna recommend it, then everybody knows it, and so we're gonna take this document, so we've been behind the scenes, so been working with Bremer, on the Hickory, and that's something, the next meeting, we'll talk about the CIP, to do, the Hickory plan, trying to get an overall plan done, and then we'll, look at phasing or what's the next, project that we do money-wise and bless you, and trying to phase it properly, because mostly with that's why we did this, is a sensitive area. We really need to change the drainage plane out there to make the road work or last. better than it has. As you can see, it's a 2 or a 1 on the Pacer scale. So then we'll take this report, look at it, and then, I lost my train of thought, but then we'll report back to you, probably not, in the next meeting, but hopefully in October, then we'll have an idea money-wise and do an engineer estimate, so. Oh, and sewer pack is in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully by the end of September, they'll delineate the wetlands. And we'll put that on the map, and then we'll figure out if we can actually build a pond, do this bioswale filter, or the DNR really doesn't like these big manholes interceptor. They work better than a bioswale. That's what we'll try to, open that discussion and try to get that, see what we can, achieve here, so.
Okay. Looking for a motion on that.
Move to approve the Cedar Creek Best Management Practice Report.
Second.
We have a motion by Hollenberger, second by, tie goes to the right, Mitchell. Any further discussion on this item?
Just a question, Brian, with this project, the biofilter and the swale and whatever, would that be done probably before we would work on the roads?
Yes. Yep. So the drainage, like I say, the drainage plan would be storm sewer along Hickory, figure out in providing all that so you can go up the streets then on Linden, Hawthorne, and Aspen to provide a lateral to everybody. The problem is some of the streets don't have storm sewer, or it's really shallow, so we wouldn't be able to get to their homes for the sump pumps, the discharge. And then, the streets are failing because of that, so yes, to do the Hickory first and then the other streets second.
Any other questions? All in favor by saying aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 11, Director of Public Works report.
2 items in it, so hopefully you've been driving through the roundabout. I think it's really cool. And then County Trunk Highway P, Sherman Road was off last week, but then during time off that the contractor had called me and said, hey, you got to move the water main. It's in the way of the storm sewer. So after doing some digging in that, so we're gonna raise the storm sewer and get around the water main. So still working on it, but it's gonna be we're gonna have to pay for the changes to the storm sewer, but it'll be a lot cheaper than moving 100 feet of water main and giving temporary service to 2 people that are out there on Sherman Road. The second thing is Morning Meadows, phase 3 or even phase 2, people are calling the developer for, their sump pump never stops. Again, now it's a new subdivision, but,
It's
there's high wa-
migrating.
Now it's down there.
migrating.
Yeah, there's a lot of artesian wells in the area, and so we're trying to figure out if it's the sanitary sewer that we put in. So we have went out there and vacked a hole down on top of the sanitary sewer, got down to the stone bed, stuck red dye in it. That hasn't shown up in anybody's sump pump. So today the crew was back out right before it rained, and we went and did the lateral that goes to Double J Trucking coming across. That's where I think the water's come. So we dumped yellow dye in that. So gonna notify everybody and see if yellow dye is coming in, and what we'll do is then Stepping Stone's gonna pay for this, but they'll put a hydraulic dam on that lateral, and then it'll stop the water coming into the subdivision, so.
Okay. Any questions for Brian on anything on his report? Hearing nothing, I will make a motion to place the place the report on file.
Second.
We have a motion by Heckendorf, second by, was it Mitchell? Any further questions? All in favor by saying aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 12, citizens or village staff to address the Board of Public Works.
I have 2 items, so.
Yes, sir.
So we talked about a well tour, right?
Yep.
So maybe in October, is that all right, or, because next month, we're gonna do budget and presentation and, yeah. But anyway, so I'll keep it short. So, but then wastewater treatment plant, you know, the construction, unless you wanna do both of them, I would suggest, because then, you know, the building will be, the brick will be on, the roof is on, the filter equipment might be here, so we can look at that and then look at UV would be the other thing. And the other exciting news, we got the case loader was here, but now it's gone again because when you work the plow, when you pushed the lever ahead, the plow went back, and you pulled it back, it went forward. So, and then it needed to, in order to turn the plow, it's supposed to be all with a joystick, but you had to take your hand off the steering wheel or the joystick to flip the lever to flip the plow. And they're like, nope, it's our specs, so it's going back to the manufacturer to fix all this, so hopefully we'll get it back soon, so.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right. I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
A motion by Heckendorf, second by Mitchell to adjourn. All in favor by saying aye? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you all for coming.